I left it on your head, and when you ever overstate it, your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You run the Christ when the breath on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm sick in the head. Come on, come on. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Felt the risk, I was never at the hit. I would never get this off my chest, though. I'm forgetful.
All right, Coach, thank you. There's a look at New Era Field here in Orchard Park, New York. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go, set, 50, plant. I smell fear in that arm.
Sony Michel, his first carry, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, lock it. Bravo.
Now Jones going up top. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
No. Hey, Alpha. Leo.
Now Jones on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. I don't think that was a blitz, was it?
No, not at all. I mean, there was no blitz called on the play. Had other responsibilities, but he saw an opportunity, saw a path, and he took it.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, Sam off. Switch it, here, switch it. Be good.
Throwing Jones. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Ed Oliver able to record his 5th sack of the season.
6-man. Check girls. Hey, wahoo. Ready?
Here's Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And he's going to go down again. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know, is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use. I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game, because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Check 99. Check 99.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
Don't get nervous. Jim. Half 85.
And a give this time to the tailback. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
And now they'll throw with Allen. He's going to let this one go deep. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. 25. Check. Pilot, 64. Weak. Check. Check. Hot.
Jones now throwing on 1st down. Trying to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
General West. We got Switch. Go.
Jones back to the air on second down. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
Get ready. Mike's 49. Check 26. Look at me. Go. Back. Topper. Smooth. Shoot.
On 1st and 10, Jones flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape. Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Watch the run. Check 13.
We're scoreless after one. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming.
All right, D, let's go. All right, D. Hey, hold. 57 to Mike. 57.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Allen. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On the ground, this is Michel. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And just like that, it's 3rd down. From the gun, Jones. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. An 18-yard touchdown grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point attempt to come here. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. And they come up here now, 1st down. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Here's Elliott. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First down carry by Elliott. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 31-yard line.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Here we go, G.
Hey, Zoo.
Me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 57.
On 2nd and 12, Allen. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 44. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
He's checking. Crash. Watch twist.
Now Jones on 1st down. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. From 19 yards away. And the Jets will extend their lead. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Hey. 57.
Hey, high 7.
And here's Allen. Going to throw again. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he'll be out right at the 35. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Allen off the play fake. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
57, Mike 57.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. He completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Allen now on 1st down. Washington's got it. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
We played for
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. First down, and they're going to throw without it. Going for the deep ball. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, Delta.
Safety's creeping. Check it back. Check it back.
Get it.
Here's Jones to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Jones now on 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd and 5. Steps away to his right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
56. Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you up.
They'll run on first down. Elliott. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
But you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Hey, Charlie.
Hey, here we go.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now this time he'll look to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter.
Go.
Jones throwing on 3rd and long. He's going to air one out. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Roberto Sanchez set to kick off.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Middle. 57 to Mike.
Now Allen. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
44-yard line.
Let's go now. 70, Indy. Rock it.
Check 24.
Shoot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Alpha.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. With his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the interception by the Jets D leads to a touchdown. The point after is good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here. Half in. No. Off.
They go to Elliott again. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Allen, but it's brought in by Washington. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down. Allen now just 6 of 16 through the air, but he does have a 1st and 10 here. This is Elliott. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Defense wins championships, baby.
Again, it's Elliott. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
Watch it, yeah.
Alert!
Single.
Hey, orbit.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
We own them.
To throw, it's Allen. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline because when you...
Blitz coming and down he goes. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Yep.
Motion.
2nd and 14. Looking middle, and that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3 and out.
Y'all playing the wrong football. Hey, foxtrot, on the ball.
Throwing on 1st down, Jones. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Deuce. Mike, 48. Hey, wahoo! Get it.
To throw again, Jones. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Big play there. 59 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On play action, Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
That's what I do. No. Me. Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4". I'm coming.
Allen to throw on 3rd down. And he locates Walker, complete. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down. Back now in Buffalo. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Allen now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
I can't believe they even let you play.
56.
From the gun, it's Allen. Wide open receiver, complete. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat them.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Allen now looks to throw. And And the pressure gets to him again. Ja'Kai Polite able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Finding some room at midfield. And Walker has it. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
On 52. 59 Mike. 59 Mike. Check. 59. Here we go.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position.
18, Gator. Let's make these babies cry. Go on. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Check. Under 10.
Lee Griffin.
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. So after the INT, it's Allen. They'll set up the screen to Elliott.
Yeah, baby.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. To the air, Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Walker with a grab, left side. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen, he's going to launch it for 1. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And again, it's Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Dawson Knox with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills get a bit closer. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that enough.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. Coming to you.
Throwing Jones. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. From a yard out. And the Jets will extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Set to kick off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Bills take over.
Let's go. Let's do this.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
It's our time.
On first down, Allen. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Here's Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Mike, check, 59.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Throwing on first down is Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now Allen. The left side, it's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 29-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Check. Fresno. Hey.
Haywood.
Allen now on first down. And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 5. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. They begin with Michelle on the ground. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. That one looks like he'll throw here. And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off at his own 46. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Let's go.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh.
Watch the run. Watch the run. 49 the mic. Watch 49. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
Hard.
Check, baby. Let's go.
Now Jones throwing on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, high 7. Now.
Here's Jones throwing again. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Jones, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. That'll make it 1st and 15. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Jets, the win keeps them barely hanging on to their playoff hopes as they move to 4-7. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, their luck may have